the love of his life. So we've been married 47 years now, got 3 children and 6 grandchildren. And I'll tell you something funny, I got 1 grandson. He's 11 years old. And he lives right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. My son works for Lowe's. He's a lawyer with Lowe's. And his son has gone through 3.5 years now of leukemia treatment. Found out he had leukemia when he was like 6 years old. And he's now playing football. And I went up about 3 weeks ago to watch him practice. And he's being coached by Joe Gibbs, who was the Hall of Fame coach of the Washington Redskins. Wow. My grandson's being coached by Hall of Fame. I said, what are you going to do, with your next coach? You starting at the top. You got one of the best coaches that ever coached the game, won 3 Super Bowls with the Washington Redskins, and just a great man. And so I'm very fortunate to have my son. And then the first game, the game that we saw him play, he's playing, across from this guy's a lot bigger, than he was. And, they get plays over there, patting each other on the back and everything. And so when the game was over, somebody said, well, one of the coaches on the other team played for you in New York. And I said, really? And he said, yeah, what's his name? I said, well, his last name's Smith. Well, I couldn't think of it. So when the game was over, we walked out there, and it was Lance Smith, who played guard for me in New York. And that was his son that was playing across from my son, my grandson. So it's a small world, and it gets smaller and smaller. You find out as you grow older. So, anybody else? Any questions?
What do you like to do on your free time?
Yeah. I do a lot of honeydews now. My wife's making up for all those 39 years that I didn't do any honeydews. So I'm doing a lot of those. We're fortunate enough to have a lake house up at Lake Raven. We spend a lot of time weekend up close to Clayton, Georgia. And I love to play golf. So
I had a feeling.
You like golf?
I'm a golfer.
Oh yeah, all right. I belong to Atlanta Athletic Club. You know where they play the PGA?
Right. I play at East Lake Golf.
Yeah, East Lake. That's a great. What's
Big
your
time,
handicap?
right?
What's your handicap?
I'm a 2 handicap.
2.
Wow.
2.
You can come.
Wow.
You can come play with me anytime. We're going on tour.
Get a video of him, Mr. 2 Handicap. We want to see this live and in action.
Golf teaches you a lot of great things. So, when you get somebody and you're playing golf with them, you can play 18 holes and you can figure out what kind of guy you're playing with.
Right.
If they can play by the rules and do the right things, play the game the way it's supposed to be played, you got an honest person, you can deal with them. So, learn a lot about people in golf. Frustrating game, though. Frustrating game.
You never get that one right.
Anybody else? All right. Well, thank you.